Ladies and gentlemen, please all stand for the entrance of colors, the Philippine National Anthem, the singing of the prayer, and the WVSU hymn to be led by the West Visayas State University Panayana Cultural Group.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, hanap ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang iilang, bulag ka ng magiting, sa manlulubi, di ka masisingin. Sa lagat ng sasiwan, sa langit mong lugar, may bilang ang tula at awit sa pagdayang minamahal. Ang islat ng wala-wat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidingding. Ang bituin at araw na kailan may limang diniging.
To be honest, sometimes I act.
Now, to formally start our program, let us call on the Dean of the College of Law, Attorney Ian Thomas Besana, for the welcome address.
To our guest of honor and commencement speaker, His Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. To our very own esteemed faculty member and the First Lady, Attorney Luisa Araneta Marcos. To the Chairperson of the Commission on Higher Education and Chairperson of the West Visayas State University Board of Regents, Dr. Shirley C. Agrupis. To the Legal Education Board Chairperson, Attorney Jason R. Barlis, and the esteemed commissioners of the Legal Education Board. The distinguished members of the Board of Regents, our University President, Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, Vice Presidents and University officials, our brilliant and dedicated College of Law faculty, proud parents, families and friends, and most of all, the triumphant graduating class of 2026, Batch Daguo. A pleasant and historic afternoon to you all. Welcome to the third commencement exercises of the West Visayas State University College of Law. 6 years ago, the College of Law was nothing more than a vision of our university president. We were founded with a singular mandate to become the first public law school in Western Visayas, born to democratize legal education and prove that premium legal education should not be a privilege exclusive to the metropolitan centers of our country. When you first walked to our doors, you were strangers, starting on a journey, never dreaming of what you have to go through. Today, as I look at the class of 2026, my heart overflows. We are not just looking at a sea of black gowns and hoods. We are looking at sacrifices made visible. We are looking at prayers answered. We are deeply humbled that the highest leaders of our land and the pillars of our academic community have gathered today to witness the quiet miracles that have taken place in our classroom. Graduates, you know more than that your journey to this stage was never easy. You entered our then home, Quezon Hall, fully aware of the mantra, victory earned, not given. But beyond the catchphrase, you live it. We knew the pressure on your shoulders were immense. There were nights when you wept over open law books, days when the Socratic method made you question your own worth, and moments when the sheer volume of jurisprudence felt like an unclimbed mountain. But you did not break. You chose the collective name Batch Daguo, and how beautifully fitting it is, for Daguo means thunder. You did not come to the College of Law to whisper. You came to shake the foundations. When the pressure built and the skies grew heavy with weight of law school, you did not hide from the storm. You became it. You allowed the fire of this university to forge you into diamonds. But as we welcome you to this grand exit, I urge you to remember that your success is a shared victory. Look behind you. Look at the parents who work extra hours. It belongs to the spouses, partners, and children who learn to love you through your silence and exam week anxieties. It belongs to your professors who pushed you to the brink of exhaustion, not out of cruelty, but because they refuse to let you be anything less than extraordinary. Graduates, turn to them today with a full heart because this milestone is their love story too. Be the lawyers who see human beings behind case dockets. Be the voice for those who have been silenced by poverty, and the shield for those who have been crushed by injustice. Batch Daguog, your lights are almost over, but the bar is the only hurdle that you need to overcome, and the dawn of your legal careers is finally here. I know the pressure is immense as you follow the footsteps of the pioneer class that debuted with a staggering 92.31% passing rate in 2024, and a sophomore class that captured the nation's heart with a record-breaking 100% passing rate in 2025. I know the best is yet to come. You have fought the good fight, you have finished the course, and you have beautifully, undeniably earned this victory. And as you step out of these halls, remember, this is just the beginning. Welcome and a pleasant afternoon to everyone, and welcome to the third commencement exercises of the West Visayas State University College of Law.
Thank you, Dean. We will now be presenting the awards and citations for the graduating class to be presented by Attorney Regina Joanna V. Gustilo and awarded by the West Visayas State University President Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, together with Dean Ian Thomas Bisana and Vice President for Academic Affairs Dr. Maria Asuncion Christine V. Dequilia. May we also request the President and the First Lady to join in the awarding of awards and
Jeremiah Davidson Dianson, in grateful appreciation and high commendation for exemplary service, unwavering John Patrick leadership as Where is home? Examining the right to return home based on the experience of the Bajau community.
At this point, the candidates for graduation will now be presented by Dean Ian Thomas Bisana, to be followed by the conferment of the degree of Juris Doctor by the chairperson of the WVSU Board of Regents, Honorable Shirley C. Agrupis.
Dr. Shirley C. Agrupis, Chairperson of the Board of Regents of West Visayas State University, I have the honor to present to you the 25 candidates for graduation from the College of Law for summer 2025 and academic year 2025-2026. These 25 are graduating with the degree of Juris Doctor. As the Dean of the College, I hereby certify that they have satisfactorily complied with all the requirements prescribed in their degree. In this regard, I strongly recommend that they be conferred the degree of Juris Doctor.
His Excellency, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., the proud professor of JD Batch 2026, the First Lady, Dr. Maria Luis Araneta Marcos, WVSU, members of the Board of Regents, the Legal Education Board, by the authority vested upon me by the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon new graduates the degree of Juris Doctor, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Now, the investiture of the academic hoods to be assisted by the family members of the graduate and Dean Ian Thomas Bisana, and the awarding of the diplomas by the West Visayas State University President, Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, and the Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Maria Asuncion Christine Diquilla. May we also request the President and the First Lady to come in front.
Let's begin. Kapilastike Ruth Morales, Uton, Iloilo.
Galera, Angel Grace Asong Pavia Iloilo. Akain Denise Grisha Piolo, Napus, Iloilo City. Apalacio, Wendian, Alag, Kabatuan, Iloilo.
Arlos Jectifer Dominguez, Concepcion, Iloilo.
Aturdido, John Francis Aturdido, Ahoy, Iloilo.
Benedel Henrich Anthony Tedor, Maayon, Capiz.
Abaldito, Chelsea, Princess Original, Haniway, Iloilo. Consing Diana Michelle Reed, Molo, Iloilo City. Guimaras.
Belarama Grace Epishon, Oton, Iloilo.
Lahat Agustino John Patrick Malabogo Bano Antico.
Lesho Daniel Lanian Dolog, Morgan Guimaras.
Aneo Christine Pauline Esteta Haro Iloilo City.
Legario Mara Dayanara Latorza, Dambunaw, Iloilo.
Magulyado Richard Solacito Kabatwan Iloilo.
Montalban Faith Estrelianes, Pavia, Iloilo.
Murillo Marien Imion, Oras, Eastern Samar.
Murka Arnel Fernandez, Haro, Iloilo City.
Pacificar, Mark Miquel Escalona, Calibo, Aklan.
Paredes Roxanne de la Cruz, Barota, Viejo, Iloilo. Kimsing Talisa Rizal of Chige, Molo, Iloilo City.
Sorita Sahara Brandy Bolina, Anilao, Iloilo.
Yanson Jeremiah Davidson David, Pavia, Iloilo.
Congratulations, graduates. You may now be seated. We will now listen to the responses on behalf of the graduating class. First, let us welcome Jeremiah Davidson Dianson, who finishes with distinction and achieved the second highest GWA of the class, to be followed by Miss Faith E. Montalban, who finishes with high distinction and the highest GWA of the batch.
To our guest of honor and commencement speaker, His Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., to our very own esteemed faculty member and the First Lady, Attorney Luis Araneta Marcos, to the Chairperson of the Commission on Higher Education and the Chairperson of the WVSU Board of Regents, Honorable Shirley C. Agrupis, to the Legal Education Board Chairperson, Jason R. Barlis, and the esteemed LEB Commissioners, Commissioner Lorenzo Reyes, Commissioner Voltaire San Pedro, Commissioner to the retired Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the Philippines, Honorable Francis A. Chardilesa, to distinguished members of the WVSU Board of Regents, our University President, Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, Vice Presidents, University officials, and deans, good afternoon. I began my life fighting for air. Born premature at 7 months, I had only just cleared the legal threshold to secure my civil personality. Right from the very start, the odds were heavily against me. Yet, 4 years ago, I chose to rewrite my own story. I left a flourishing corporate career in Makati, packed my bags, and walked into law school. Now, here I am, standing alongside the most resilient batch of human beings I have ever known. Today is supposed to be the happiest day of our journey. But real ones know how bittersweet graduations truly are when you look into the crowd and miss that one person you want to see the most. During our first year, my mother, my absolute core, my anchor, passed away. With her death, my world completely stopped, yet the Socratic method did not, the readings did not. Law school is a jealous mistress. She does not care and she does not wait. Grieving while jobless made every single day feel like an impossible mountain, leaving me bleeding and wondering how I would possibly survive. But where my strength ended, God's grace stepped in. I realized I was never truly alone in this climb because God began providing for me through the hands of others. To the people who carried me financially and emotionally, when I had absolutely nothing left to give, you are the tangible proof of that grace, and you are the reason I am standing here on this stage today. that spirit of survival, of holding each other up when the weight becomes too much, isn't just my story. It is the anthem of Batch the Guob. When we first came together, they called us the Guob, Thunder. At first, maybe they just meant we were loud, the vibrant noise in the College of Law. But look at who we truly are beneath the noise. We are working professionals, full-time students, single parents, and breadwinners. We carried the weight of our households while carrying the heavy weights of our kodos. Thunder isn't just loud noise. It is a sound born from friction, from crashing together of elements under extreme pressure. Every time law school tried to break us, every time personal tragedies struck us in the dark, we didn't just take the heat, we answered back with the thunder of our collective resilience. It is our shared bond, our shared fiercely looking out for one another, that made us the batch with the highest number of graduates. Among our greatest blessing was having a mentor who exemplifies both excellence and local heart. To Attorney Marcos, you have been with us since day one, guiding us through the complexities of the law until this very moment. Thank you will never be enough, Attorney. To Dean Ian Thomas Bisana, Founding Dean of Fante and the WVSU College of Law Faculty, thank you for pushing us past our limits. In sharpening our minds and testing our determination, you taught us how to stand firm under pressure. To Alan, Rafi, Portia, and Attorney Rain, thank you for the laughs and those precious afternoon coffee breaks that kept me sane when the pressure was boiling over. To my inner circle, Ian, Jason, Brandy, Wendy, Deeds, and Mark. Thank you for the daily love, the constant checks, and the much-needed pressure to study. Deeds, thank you for holding space for my rants. And Mark, thank you for seeing the potential in me during the times I was completely blind to it. To the Villar family and my stepfather, while my mother could no longer be here, you became my home, my family, and my peace. Thank you for standing by me and helping me reach this stage today. To Batch the Guob, look at yourselves. We are Juris Doctors now. We made it. They say it takes a village to raise a lawyer, but in Batch the Guob, we spent the last 4 years raising each other. If we can survive the darkest nights of law school, the demands of family, and the heaviest weights of personal grief, we can survive anything. As we walk towards the bar exams, may we carry our success with deep humility and our power with absolute integrity. Let us never forget who we are and where we came from. I leave you with a reminder in our own beautiful tongue to serve as our compass for the rest of our legal careers. Mata sa langit, tiil sa duta, maghandom sing mataas, tumanon sing patas. Congratulations, Batch the Gold.
The fact that we are here means we struggled with hardships. But at the same time, hardship also struggled to bring us down. And it tried a lot of times, but it never did. I was tasked with delivering a response on behalf of all the graduates, but I cannot speak for all 25 of us. Instead, I would like to share at least 1/25 of it. For me, my reality was shaped by a family trying to make ends meet. My father is a tricycle driver. My mother is an OFW. Sometimes she has to sell soap online as a sideline. Even if these circumstances would have warranted a different choice, I took a leap of faith and applied to WVSU College of Law, the only application I ever made. I told God, I told the universe that if law school is not for me, then at least give me the gift of rejection so I could at least move on without regretting that I never tried. Well, I passed. Life tested me immediately. When my father found out, he tried to work in a construction site to help me, and he got into an accident and was hospitalized. When I got there, I stood in front of the hospital teller. The teller said I had to pay 7,000 pesos. At that moment, 7,000 pesos was all I had. And I needed 5,000 for a promissory note to enroll in West Visayas College of Law. I did not know what to do. I just stood there, eyes swelling up with tears, thinking this was life telling me that I did not belong. I can pass the entrance exam, I can try to escape the circumstances that I was in, but dreams are for those who can afford it. And apparently at that time, I couldn't. Just when I was about to give in, to surrender, the hospital personnel saw my struggle, led me to the back, and after a few questions, they cleared the bill. I went straight to school and enrolled. I kept my faith that the universe will conspire for those who dream. Whatever it throws at you, just be sure to hold on long enough and pray that it will work out for you. But of course, I just entered law school, so the hard part is just about to start. When I was a first year, I worked as a teacher in Finma University of Iloilo. At the same time, I was a first year law student, and I was also reviewing for my board exams. For another 2 years after, I kept working so that by fourth year, I have saved up enough to focus on studying. And today, I stand here delivering a speech in front of very honorable guests. And that is just 1/25 of the struggles of this batch. Batch Daguob, and of course, our friends. In our class, some of my classmates went through pregnancies, 2 pregnancies, a death of a family member, several deaths of several family members. However, these are not my stories to tell. What I can tell, however, on behalf of all these people who have been with me for 4 whole years in law school, is that we are grateful for all of our guests here. We are grateful for those of you who stood beside us while we were sabog, we were lutang, we were absent in family events, cannot be reached, or too anxious or sad to function as your friend, as your family, as your spouse, and as your child. For our guests who are here today, thank you. It was a hard journey for us, but it was also a hard journey for you. I would also like to extend my gratitude to my friends, to my law school besties, Tintin and Dezette, Revenge, and to my other friends, to Nanan, to Finma University of Iloilo CCJE Department, Ma'am Kabual, Prosecutor Feds, who always reminds me to see that I am in this room because I am brilliant enough to deserve to be in this room, and who has been a huge influence on my growth. Dean Pau, founding Dean Pauline, who has been constantly checking up on me and has been there literally for every step. Dean Ian, who has always supported us and our endeavors, always helped us come through, and to our entire faculty and staff, without whom we would still be who we were 4 years ago. Thank you, attorneys, judges. Of course, to my mother, whom I haven't seen in 8 years, so she went home just yesterday to attend my graduation today. to my father who lost a finger in that accident, to my brother, my lola, for seeing this through with me. Dreams are expensive. That hasn't changed. If anything, though, what I learned the most and through the hard way in law school is that your hard work will never betray you. The universe always finds its way. Of course, most importantly, thank you, Attorney Lisa Araneta Marcos. Attorney, I never imagined I would ever meet you, let alone be taught by you personally for 4 whole years where you have to fly from Manila to Iloilo for a class who keeps bolahing or trying to bola the class. Thank you so much, Attorney. For some of us, law school was a mere dream without all the support that you have dedicated to us. I would like to extend our sincerest gratitude on behalf of our class, Attorney, at for all the support that you have shared with our institution. You will be sorely missed. To look back on your journey with us and offer our highest appreciation, I would like to request everyone to join me in watching this video tribute for our forever palanga, Attorney Luis Araneta Marcos.
I say that true leadership is not about the titles we hold, but the lives we touch. For the past 4 years, behind the grand titles and the gaze of the nation, you chose a different kind of service. You chose to sit with us, to guide us, to mold the future defenders of the law.
Fall upon the funeral mourners.
When you first walked through the doors of WVSU College of Law, following the footsteps of Batch de Buob, you brought more than just your brilliant legal mind. You brought a spark that ignited a new era for our college.
Forever palanga,
It seems like
Attorney
a fleeting moment in the grand tapestry of time, but during your time with us, WVSU Law didn't just grow. We soared, and for every historic milestone we reached, you were
Again, thank you so much. The graduate's prayer will now be offered by Diana Michelle R. Kunsing.
O Almighty God, we, the graduates of school year 2025-2026, humbly stand before Thee with joyful, grateful, and hopeful hearts. We thank Thee for everything Thou hast given us, zeal and devotion for work, admiration for virtue, love for justice, and dedicated service to mankind. Bestow on us Thy divine grace, that we must work at all times for Thy greatest honor and the welfare of our country. We thank Thee for the devoted faculty members. Help them in their work. As we seek new horizons, we humbly beg for Thy blessings. Be Thou, O Lord, our light and our strength. Help us remember always that noble work is done by noble men. May we always look up to Thee as the way, the truth, the life. Amen.
The 2026 law graduates will now be inducted into the West Visayas State University Alumni Association. This will be administered by Regent Bonifacio Gaversa, West Visayas State University Alumni Association President.
Congratulations, graduates. Now, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name. Having been inducted into the Federated Alumni Association of the West Visayas State University, do solemnly pledge to do my best in the performance of my duties as a member of the association. I hereby promise to support and protect the Constitution of the association and live up to the ideals of the West Visayas State University. So help me God. Congratulations and welcome to the Federated Alumni Association of WVSU.
At this juncture, we would like to call on the West Visayas State University President, Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, to introduce our commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Thank you to the West Visayas State University President, President Joselito Villaruz. Please. The Commission on Higher Education Chairperson, Shirley Agrupis. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Maria Asuncion Christine Liquilla. Legal Education Board Chairperson, Jason Barlis. West Visayas State University College of Law, Dean Ian Thomas Besana. I am now at the quandary how to introduce the next. Do I introduce you as the Professor Doctor, or do I introduce you as the First Lady, Luis Araneta Marcos? To our graduates, Batch Dakub, and their loved ones, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a good day to you all, especially to our 24 graduates and aspiring lawyers. Today, we gather to celebrate an achievement that you earned through years of hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. And perhaps there is no more fitting place for this occasion than Iloilo City, or what we fondly call the City of Love. There is meaning in that title, especially for those who have chosen the study and practice of law. For while the law demands firmness, rigor, and objectivity, justice must never lose sight of its humanity. It must always carry compassion, fairness, and respect for human dignity. The legal profession has always been part of my life. My father, President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., was a lawyer. My wife is also one, as you all know very well. She has had the privilege of teaching in your institution and guiding many of you through your legal education. In fact, I have heard enough stories about recitations, classroom debates, and examinations to know exactly how much hard work was required for you to be here today. And despite this alleged aversion to the Socratic method, you have clearly survived law school. My confidence in this graduating class is stronger than most because the First Lady believes in you. And as far as I'm concerned, if she believes in your capability, then I'm inclined to believe her, as most good husbands always do. Kidding aside, you're here because you continue to persevere, despite facing, I'm sure, many difficulties and challenges. You chose to endure with your sacrifices that you had to make, knowing that the profession that you seek carries a purpose greater than just personal ambition. And that perhaps is a true measure of a lawyer. Beyond intelligence or eloquence, it is character. And if character is a true measure of a lawyer, then it cannot be left to chance. It must be formed, nurtured, and demanded of those who serve. This administration recognizes that the strength of our justice system depends greatly on the quality of those who will serve within it. And that is why we continue to improve the field by investing in education and institutional reform. This year, we have allotted over 1.3 trillion pesos for the advancement of education, affirming our belief that the progress of our nation begins with the empowerment of its people. The completion of the new College of Law building of WVSU also reflects our commitment to investing in future generations of Filipino lawyers and public servants. Designed to support both academic excellence and practical training, the 4-story building houses 6 classrooms with a capacity of 40 students each, a dedicated review room, 2 moot courts, offices, and other essential facilities. And as we open the doors of this new facility, we also open greater opportunities for aspiring legal professionals to learn, to serve, and then to contribute to our nation. Dear graduates, our future lawyers, there is a beautiful quote coined by former President Ramon Magsaysay. He once stated that those who have less in life should have more in law. This is a reminder that your chosen profession carries a responsibility to ensure that the poor, the vulnerable, the marginalized, the disenfranchised are not left without protection simply because they lack wealth or influence or power. At a time when public trust in institutions is tested, responsibility becomes even more important. Your success will not be measured solely by the cases that you win or the positions that you will hold. It will be measured by the confidence that people place in you, by the fairness with which you exercise your profession, and by the integrity you demonstrate even when no one is watching. As you face a new chapter, I hope you will stay steadfast in the principles that brought you to this calling. Do not be swayed by fleeting opinions or the lure of convenience. So long as you remain anchored in integrity, fairness, and truth, you shall never lose your way. May you always choose principle over convenience, truth over falsehood, and service over self-interest. May you use your expertise to help build a nation worthy of the aspirations of our people. We cannot wait to see the day when the profession welcomes you as members of the Philippine Bar. In this endeavor, know that your families, your friends, professors, and the whole nation are rooting for you. Together, let us shape a bagong Pilipinas where the rule of law is respected, where justice is accessible, and where every Filipino is living with dignity and hope. To the graduates of West Visayas State University College of Law, once again, congratulations. Maraming salamat po. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, may we invite the President and the First Lady to receive the plaque and token of appreciation. This will be presented by West Visayas State University President Dr. Joselito F. Villaruz, and to be assisted by Dean Ian Thomas Bisana.
Again, thank you very much. And now we would like to request the President, the First Lady, along with the stage party to grant a commemorative group photo.
May we first request our Board of Regents, WVSU officials, and deans to please come up on stage.
For the stage party, you may just remain seated. Please be ready, our College of Law faculty, lab commissioners, and foreign
We will now proceed to the singing of graduation song and alumni hymn to be led by the West Visayas State University Panayana Cultural Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise for the West Visayas State University March for the recessional to be led by the West Visayas State University Panayana Cultural Group.
Joining us in celebrating the third commencement exercises of the West Visayas State University College of Law. Once again, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to all